Hello everyone. Today we're going to be looking at one of these. This is a Motorola Flare Graphite. This was available in the late sort of 90s on a cellular provider called One2One. Previous to that it was known as Mercury One2One, and previous to that it was called just Mercury Communications. The One2One later rebadged as T-Mobile or T-Mobile in the UK, and since then they've also merged with another provider, and now they're just known as EE. So this phone is pretty old. The box for it is absolutely huge. I have no idea why the box is this big. This has got to be the biggest box for a Teletac or a Microtac that I own. It's absolutely huge. When you think about it, there actually ain't that much in here. So let's take a look inside. Now you got a whole bunch of pamphlets and other junk, I suppose what you would call it. You got a nice little user guide. This one's in a bit of a bent state. What's important to note that the Flare is a pretty basic phone, so the manual's not too thick, and you've got a whole bunch of Mercury One2One pamphlets, I guess. You got, I just dropped a few. You got I guess a price guide, what it costs information. You got another what it costs, some terms and conditions. Prepay, what it costs, and this is where they were obviously about to change their logo, because you got the old logo and then you got the T-Mobile International logo coming in. So I don't know if you've seen the other video that I did with the old M301, which has all the pamphlets with the different logo. So this is the newer logo they have. I say new, this is still really old. But this is the more modern logo they had. So you got a complete guide of some sort. I'm not too sure what that's about. And you got a Welcome to Your World One-to-One guide. Again, this gave you some info about what you could do. And then you got a whole A4 sheet of stickers with your phone number in it, which is kind of neat, I guess, if you've just got a new phone with a phone number. But so those are the pamphlets you got with this. Like I said, this box is rather huge. You got the smart travel charger with this phone. You didn't get the desktop cradle or the adapter like you do with a lot of the old Microtacs. And I'll say that this space actually, it's not big enough for one of them. And this hole here is about 1/5 of an inch too small for the box for the transformer. So I don't actually know what this space here is. I mean, I did some research and they definitely came with one of these. So I don't actually know why the box is so big. If anybody does know, please tell me, because I'd like to know. But anyway, so you got the phone, and of course you got a battery. This one's pretty old. I'm not going to bother using that. So let's have a look at the phone then. So right off the bat, it's a fairly thin phone until you throw a fat battery on it. This is a lithium ion. Some of you have been asking what kind of batteries I use for powering up my Microtacs and my Teletacs. So most of the batteries I own are lithium ion. These ones are lithium ion extended ones. I got a couple of these, and I got a couple of nickel metal hydride ones that are slim as well. I got a lithium ion that's slim as well. So let's see if this has got any juice in it. Yep, so we're good to go. Now what's important to note is these phones were available on One-to-One, like I said, and they were locked to One-to-One. So I don't think an orange SIM would actually work in this. So let's quickly try that and see if we can get this to work. This may ask for a special code or not. no, it definitely is asking for a special code. So I need to get the unlocked SIM card that I own, and if I can get the original SIM back out. There we go. And quickly unlock this to show you the menu. Okay, so we basically need to unlock this because it's locked to Mercury One2One, which is obviously now rebranded as EE. So unless you got a Mercury One2One or T-Mobile card, a SIM card, you ain't going to be able to use this phone. So I just stuck an orange or an EE SIM card in here, and it doesn't work. In fact, let me try and put another SIM card in there just to prove the point. I don't know. How about an American Jolt card? I've not used this one in a video yet. So power this baby up, and with a bit of luck, that should say enter code, enter special code. Yeah, so it's a standard generic code that you get when a phone's locked to a particular provider, and that's across the board with the microtacs, with the teletacs. In fact, pretty much all Motorola phones that are locked to a particular provider will display that. It doesn't matter if the phone is from Germany, like for example this is a GSM 900 TD1620, and these are pretty rare. I picked this one up, like I said, from Germany. And this was available on the T-Mobile network out there. And obviously you got all the generic GSM versions. This one's badged as Ford. This is GSM 900 because you got this when you bought a Ford motor car extra care package back in the day. And this is just a generic GSM one. These ones actually are not locked to a particular provider, believe it or not. The generic ones that didn't have a provider badge on them were always, well, I say always, I've certainly not come across one that hasn't been locked to a particular network provider. So, and of course you got the orange versions. This is an MR20. They did I think an MR30 as well. And these ones are all locked to orange. And you got an M400. This is a pretty neat phone as well. This is pretty basic though. And this one was again for the Mercury One2One. I'll try and do another video about this because this is an interesting phone because it ain't got letters on the keypads. I don't know if you checked out the video for the M301. And that's got a pretty lame phone book. So and that phone doesn't have letters on the keypad either. So they obviously decided to go without. But I'll try and do another video, like I said, about these. And of course you got the Teletac. This is an upmarket one, which is branded as a Mercedes-Benz, hence the star down there. And I think these are not common at all because I think these were only ever given out to people that bought the top range Mercs back in the day. Certainly this came with a car cradle and a car kit compatible sort of connector on it. Pretty interesting, I think. But this is a Teletac for amps. This isn't GSM, so you can't use these anymore. And of course, you also got, this is just two I picked out. I've got a few of these in different colors, and these are at the top of the box, along with the maroon colored one like this. On the left is the E Plus version, on the right is the yellow Omnitel, and I got a couple of other these, a couple more of these, and they're pretty common. You can pick these up for about $5–10 if you're lucky. But certainly the Graphite is a little rarer, purely because it was only available on Mercury One2One. But inherently, I mean, it's the same phone. This is a GSM 900 phone. This is a GSM 1800. But all of these these are Motorola flares. All these flares or Teletacs have pretty much the same insides in them, I guess, because the keypads, well, almost identical. So they're all pretty similar anyway. So back to unlocking this bad boy here. Quickly put this SIM card in. This is just an extra bit of code. I'll go into detail about that in my other video. So that gets us into clone. Usual procedure really. 06 pound 0. Oh, it won't have that. So 06 pound, 03 pound, and then 06 pound again. That's really annoying that the keypad on this has been switched off. I'm going to need to change that. Right, pop this baby out, if I can get it out, and then the Jolt SIM card should work. It ain't going to pick up service, obviously, but it won't ask for the special code. There you go. It's just searching, so that's good to go. We can whack the Orange SIM back in there, because that should pick up service, because Orange operates on GSM 1800 in the UK, and that's what this phone works on as well. So with a bit of luck, this should pick up some service. It's important to note that this phone's got the nice sort of shimmery finish to it. It's real nice to touch, actually. It's not like some of the other Teletacs that I have, like the E Plus or the I got a couple of other ones. I got a dark blue one. I got a light grey one as well. Not like this though. This has that nice sort of polished finish to it, I guess is what you would call it. And this one's good to go now, so you can just place a test call and just do 453. It's got the usual extendable antenna, and we're good to go. We're connected now.
By the way, did you know you can now check your credit?
Don't know if y'all can hear that, but it's connected anyway. So hit OK again. So going quickly through the menu, this has got a dedicated phone book button. Quickly go in there. Personal numbers. What else you got? Last 10 calls. My phone number. So I guess it would be personal numbers. Find entry by name. I'm not sure there's anything in there, so we'll just go with A. I guess there is something in here. Don't know whose numbers either. Oh, there's just one number in here. And that's that, really. Let's try and go into the menu. You get menu options, call related features, messages. These did support SMS messaging, but only in the basic forms. Phone setup, network selection. That's quite interesting. Let's see what it actually picks up on network selection. It'd be interesting to see if it picks up EE or Orange or T-Mobile or just EE, because they obviously rebranded the networks and merged them. Be interesting to see what name comes up on this. There we go. So that's got EE, and it's got One2One, which is the original name. You got the network code as well. 234 is the UK. 30 is One2One, or T-Mobile as it's now known. And obviously it displays the UK 10 is the name. But what's interesting to note, actually, it should display EE, but it displays it, because it's updated, it displays it as EE. But the original network was obviously Orange. So 234-10, that is actually not Orange, not EE, and not T-Mobile. That, I believe, is actually either Vodafone or O2. And they've got some capacity in crowded areas like London, where they operate in GSM 1800 as well. So I kind of wasn't expecting that. That's quite interesting, because I reckon if I put an O2 SIM card in here, that might actually pick up service. So there's not really much else I can say about this phone. Try and quickly go through the menu, stick the Orange SIM back in there, and quickly go through the menu just so you all get an idea. It's got a dedicated messages button as well to dial up voicemail. But menu options, you didn't really get much. You got phone setup, adjust ring volume, ringer on or off, set ringer tone. You got a couple of options for that. Change greeting, battery saving mode, keypad tones, and that's pretty much it. You've gone right the way through. To go up when you press clear, network selection we've just looked at, call meters as well, show call timers, show last call. What else we got? Total for all calls, 27 hours. So that's done a fair amount, this phone. Reset all timers. So pretty basic, I guess. Lifetime meter, what's that? 27 hours again. So I guess the meter's never been reset. Call-related features, show battery meter. At least you got a battery meter with this. Unlike the Motorola M301, which when you go into the battery meter, it just says battery high or battery low if the battery's low. At least here you got some sort of indication of how full your battery was. But so anyway, like I said, that's all I got to say about this. It's got the usual pull-out Teletac antenna, and unlike some of the microtacs that just had a plastic antenna, these antennas actually did do something. And I'll try and do another video about these types of antennas real soon. I'm just waiting for a part to show the radiation, which is just a little LED antenna thing. But certainly it's worth noting that these have got a bit of metal in, so these will radiate, unlike the old school microtacs, which I got in my other video. So cool. That's all I got to say. Like I said, this is GSM 1800. So if y'all want to get one of these and use it, you'll need to unlock this, like I just did earlier. But they are pretty neat phones. These ones you can put into test mode as well and do all sorts of funky stuff. This one I haven't been able to do that yet because I need to modify the battery to do that. And I don't have a modified battery at the moment because the one I did have got damaged. So once I get that sorted, I'll try and do a video with the test mode. Just to show you what you can do with one of these. These are pretty easy to manipulate, particularly the GSM ones like that. I got a couple of them, and I got a few of them, and it's nice to have a play just to see. It shows you cell ID and a few other things which probably don't mean much to the untrained eye, but worth noting anyway. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, much appreciated. And do check out some of the other videos. Thanks for watching.